Today, there will be 4 interviewers participating in this interview, including 2 coaches from the 2 sides, and also 2 teams from both sides. Coach Park from North Korea will only answer 1 question, then he will leave. Please do understand that situation. The team player from South Korea, PyeongChang, Another 3 team players will stay in the interview. Our coach will only speak 1 sentence and then he will leave. The interview will start from 7:30. I have one more thing to add on. Team player PyeongChang from South Korea will only give a brief introduction, then he will leave. Therefore, in today's press conference, we will mainly focus on the coach in South Korea and also the team players from South Korea. Now it's 7:30. The preparation work is still undergoing. After that, the press conference will be starting soon. Bear with us for a minute. We are still preparing for the press conference. Friends from the press, bear with us for a minute. And also, I apologize for my exhausted voice. We will start our press conference later. Now the press conference begins. Coach Park Soo and another 4 members. Are our guests ready? We are deeply sorry that the press conference is still on hold. Coach Park Soo and another interviewers, please be seated. Coach Park Soo, Park Chun-ha, and now let's start with Park Chun-ha and Park Soo coach. Now, the guests have already been seated. Can you share with us your feelings of today's warm-up match? Now, let's start with the coach. When we prepare the Olympic Games, we prepared with the team members from the other country for 1 week. We talked about our strategies and start our training on the basis of that strategy. That's why we have achieved a good result on today's warm-up match. We also did well on on the match in the July. Now let's welcome Patsulu to see how he feels. Hello, I'm Patsulu, coach from DPRK. In these times, Winter Olympic Games, the two countries in the peninsula, if we can be united, then nothing we cannot conquer. In this very short period of time, we have to fight together and be united. And we hope that we will get very fruitful result in these Winter Olympic Games. Now let's welcome John Susan. Hello everyone. I'm Pan Susan from DPRK. This time, our team members from DPRK and South Korea fight together jointly. I sincerely think that we will achieve great result. Also, by participating in these Olympic Games, jointly we can show our strength. Thank you. We also have journalists from overseas. If you are going to speak Korean, we might need some translation. Now let's welcome Mr. Park. Last year we also had a match. However, we didn't fully prepared. That's why we prepared a lot in this game. That's why we had a very good result. In these Olympic Games, since DPRK and South Korea will form a joint team, I wonder how you feel about that. I think it's very easy for us, and I think DPRK can adapt to our matching strategy. That's why it's very easy. Since the team member and coach from DPRK are about to leave, Coach Patsulu and Mr. Pa is about to leave. Next, team players and coach from South Korea will continue the press conference with us. However, we do need some time for preparation. Please bear with us. Journalists from abroad, you can still ask questions since we have English translator here. Now we will continue. You can raise questions about today's match or the matches on Olympic Games. If you have any question, please just raise your hand. We will give the mic to you. Hello, I'm a correspondent from Channel A. I'd like to ask a question.
이게 같은 단일팀을 운영하다 보면 항상 팀 미팅이라든지 어떤 스케줄을 계속 운영하는 데 있어서 같이 이제 묻고 같은 축소를 사용해야지 이제 편리하게 보이는데 그렇게 할 수 없는 게 좀 유감스럽다고.
시험팀이 생겨서 대표팀에 있는 상임 선수들은 물론 좋지만 그 실업팀에 대한 아직 정확한 정보가 나오지 않았기 때문에 그냥 일단은 성인들한테 좋지만 아직 그 외 선수들한테는 어떻게 영향이 미칠지 모르기 때문에 좋은 건 걱정 많은 것 같아요.
So a new semi-pro team, I understand it's gonna be developing, but I don't have much information, so I can't really comment a lot. But I think it would be good for the adult players. But again, I'm not really sure how the effect will happen to the whole women's hockey community. So it remains to be seen. So half worry and half expectation, I would say.
저기 좀 의심 기자분이 아까부터 좀 손을 들고 계셨어요. 계속 손을 들고 계셨어요. 네.
This is a question for Sarah, Debbie Edward at ITV News. Sarah, do you believe that this joint Korean team can still challenge for a medal at these Olympics? And how hard is it going into these games knowing that some of these players you've been working with for the last few years might not get a game?
As a coach, it's hard to tell some of your players that you've been with for quite a long time that they're not going to be able to play. But like I said before, this whole situation is out of our control. So we're trying to make the best of it. We talked about having the best players play. So if you work hard and you earn your spot, then you're going to play. But always, it's hard to tell players that they're not going to play because as a coach, you want to take care of them and you want the best for them. But again, the situation's out of our control. As for competing for a medal, we would love to do that, but we haven't. That wasn't our goal for this Olympics. Our goal was to advance out of our division. We thought that was something that was challenging enough because 4 years ago we were just happy to be here, and we didn't think that we could win. We wanted to, but we didn't think we could. And now, seeing how much our team's improved, seeing how well we competed in this game, we think that we have a good chance of advancing.
네, 코치로서 당연히 지난 몇 년간 같이 훈련을 하고 같이 생활을 했던 선수들과 같이 올림픽에 이제 무대에 나갈 수 없다는 부분에 대해서는 당연히 슬프고 속상하지만 코치로서 어쨌든 이 팀을 맡아서 최고의 성적을 내고 최고로 운영하기 위해서는 당연히 선수들에게 너희가 베스트를 다하고 최선을 다한다면 너의 자리를 얻을 수 있을 것이다 이런 식으로 계속 얘기했고 그리고 이런 모든 상황들이 이제 안타깝지만 저희가 컨트롤할 수 없던 상황이었기 때문에 이 상황에서 이제 최선을 다하는 수밖에 없었다고 합니다. 당연히 이제 메달에 대해서 얘기를 했는데 사실 우리의 목표는 메달을 따는 게 아니었지만 당연히 이겼으면 좋겠다는 생각이 듭니다. 그리고 이전에는 이런 이제 강국들과의 경기에 있어서 이길 수 있을 거라는 생각을 하지 못했지만 우리는 할 수 있을 거라고 확신합니다.
네, 오늘 계속 양해를 너무 많이 드리는데요. 오늘 중에 두 분이 퇴장을 하시는 바람에 포토 세션을 진행하지 않기로 또 변경이 됐습니다. 여러분의 양해 다시 한번 좀 부탁드리겠습니다.
Hello, this is Laura Bicker from BBC News. Thanks for speaking to us. This is both to Coach Murray and to Ms. Park. What are the biggest challenges you're facing as both a coach and a player with these new players coming in?
There's a lot of challenges with adding players so close to the Olympics. We added them, I think, 10, 12 days before the Olympics started. So I think players that close to the Olympics that haven't been with us for the last 4 years, learning our systems, kind of understanding how our team plays, is difficult. But they've been doing a great job. We've been having meetings with them, and they ask so many questions. The meeting's supposed to be 15 minutes, and then an hour later, we're still talking, and we're still watching video. So they're eager to learn and get better. And something that I didn't even think about, North Korean is different than South Korean, the language. So for our team meetings, it's going through to English, to South Korean, to North Korean. So the meetings take 3 times as long, and it's really hard when you have 3 different languages on one team.
올림픽이 10일 정도 남았을 때 이제 팀이 단일 팀으로 함으로 인해서 약간 어려움은 있었습니다. 하지만 시스템적인 부분에 있어서 최대한 북측 선수들이 우리 남측 그 시스템에 녹아들 수 있도록 계속 이렇게 미팅 같은 거를 많이 진행했고요. 또 다행히 북측 선수들이 굉장히 배우려는 의지가 강해서 미팅을 하거나 뭐 시스템 미팅 이런 부분에 있어서 많은 질문을 하고 선수들에게도 물어보고 했다고 합니다. 조금 어려웠던 부분은 남북 언어가 약간 다르기 때문에 그 미팅을 할 때 항상 영어로 진행을 하고 남측 언어 그리고 북측 언어 이렇게 3가지 언어로 진행하는 부분이 있었습니다.
예, 다음 질문 받겠습니다. 두 번째 줄. 예.
저 아직 대답 안 했네요.
아, 예. 죄송합니다.
짧게 드리겠습니다. 오늘
정말 아무래도 저희가 한 번도 맞춰보지 않았다 보니까 여러 어려움이 있는데 그 중에 가장 어려운 거는 세라 감독님이 말하신 것처럼 언어에 대한 문제인 것 같아요. 그러니까 뭐 운동 중에 저희도 모르게 나오는 그런 얘기들이 그 선수들을 알아듣지 못하고 또 그 선수들이 저희한테 얘기하는 걸 알아듣지 못해서 그런 면에서 조금 어려움이 있는 것 같아요. 그래서 그런 어려움들을 자꾸 이제 서로 맞춰가다 보니까 시간도 오래 걸리는 것 같고, 네, 그게 가장 어려운 것 같습니다.
Obviously, in a short time or period, there was a lot of difficulty because we haven't played together. As Coach Sarah mentioned, the main problem was the language barrier because since we're playing on the ice and everything goes so fast, it was quite difficult to communicate at the beginning. But I'm pretty sure that we'll overcome this and move forward.
세라 머리 감독님한테 질문 드리겠습니다. 오늘 북한 선수들 전체적으로 어떻게 평가하시는지요?
I think that the North Korean players played really well. This is probably one of the biggest crowds that they've played in front of. I was nervous about our players and their players being a little bit nervous for this game, but I think they worked hard. They played well, and for like being added 12 days ago and not getting practice together all that much, they played our systems pretty well. So I'm very impressed with them today.
오늘 북측 선수들이 굉장히 잘했다고 생각합니다. 오늘 아무래도 이제 국내에서 가장 많은 관중들이 있는 경기였을 텐데 또한 환경도 다르고 선수들이 많이 긴장을 했을 텐데도 불구하고 굉장히 잘했던 것 같습니다. 12일 정도 남은 상태에서 선수들과 이제 같이 시스템을 맞춰보고 훈련했는데 그럼에도 불구하고 잘했던 것 같습니다.
네.
Coach Murray, you previously said the North Koreans' physical style of play would be well suited for your fourth line. After seeing them in practice and coaching them for over a week and seeing them in game action today, would you maintain that assessment, or do you picture any potential bigger roles for them in the Olympics?
Actually, after watching the players practice, Soo-hyun, the player that was sitting up here next to us, she actually made it to the second line. She sees the game well, she plays tough, she's fast, and she reads, even though she doesn't speak the same language as our players, she reads off of them really well. So I can see them cracking, you know, second line. There was player on the third line, player on the fourth line today. If they continue to work hard and continue to learn our systems, I can see them staying in, you know, second line.
오늘 계속 이제 연습을 하면서 지켜봤던 선수 중에 정수현 선수가 잘했기 때문에 오늘 2조로 이제 배정을 했는데 이 선수의 특징은 굉장히 플레이를 하는 데 있어서 톱하고 좀 빠른 경기를 잘 플레이했다고 합니다. 이 선수가 언어가 다름에도 불구하고 이 시스템을 잘 이해하고 빨리 배우려는 노력도 잘 되어 있고 잘 적응을 하기 때문에 앞으로도 계속 열심히 한다면 2조로 계속 기용을 할 예정입니다.
네, 다음 질문 마지막 질문이고요. 네.
네, 동아일보 김재현 기자입니다. 그 하나는 박종환 선수께 여쭤보고 싶은데요. 처음에 경기하기 전에 선수들끼리 구호를 외쳤는데 그때 어떤 말을 나눴고 어떤 의미였는지랑요. 마지막 하나는 그 머리 감독님께 그 오늘 박종환 선수는 안 나왔는데 어떻게 된 건지 그것까지 좀 여쭤보고 싶습니다.
저희가 그냥 평소에 하던 구호를 외쳤고요. 제가 항상 매 시합 전에 주장으로서 뭐 저희가 조금 더 집중해야 하는 것 그런 거를 그냥 평소와 같이 말을 했고요. 또 구호는 저희가 평소에 하던 대로 팀 코리아를 외치고 들어갔습니다.
It was our usual routine, and we talked about focusing on the game, and what we yelled at the end was Team Korea. We shouted that.
황충금 선수는 왜 경기에 나오지 않았는지가 질문이었습니다. 4라인 수비 라인업 들어와 있던 선수였고요. 30번.
So for this game, typically for a hockey team, you dress 7 defensemen, and this game we dressed 8. So we were planning to spot her in throughout the game and give her a chance to see how she was doing. She is a little below the level of our players, our defensemen, so as the game got closer, her opportunity to go in the game got less and less. If you watch the game in the second and third period, we weren't playing our fourth line that much either. So unfortunately, because the game was so close, she didn't get an opportunity to go in the game.
보통 이제 선수들 기용할 때 시스템을 운영할 때 디펜스 같은 경우에 7명을 이제 운영을 하고 있습니다. 근데 오늘은 황충금 선수를 포함해서 8명을 기용을 했는데 이 선수가 어떻게 하는지 좀 보고 싶어서 이렇게 넣었는데 생각보다 우리 선수들보다 더 잘하지 못했던 것 같습니다. 그렇기 때문에 이제 2피리어드, 3피리어드에서 조금 클로스한 경기를 하다 보니 사조 경기에는 황충금 선수뿐만 아니라 다른 우리 사조 선수들도 거의 기용하지 않았다고 합니다.
네, 앞선 질문이 마지막 질문이었고요. 아이스하키 단일팀 미대리 행사 여기서 마치겠습니다. 단일팀 선수단 앞서 이제 2분은 퇴장하셨지만 우리 남측의 2분 수고 많으셨습니다. 자, 바쁜 일정에도 참석해주신 모든 여러분께 다시 한번 감사의 말씀 드리겠고요. 지금까지 진행의 정명이었습니다. 여러분 고맙습니다.